turning into fruit, and there are also following female flowers there. And the females can make fruits at a period of time. It will take a period of time, but I think this development to a fruit because I applied water tea on it, and maybe its stamen is fully developed, or maybe there's an insect that is lost here or visited here that is bringing some pollens of a male or a hermaphrodite papaya. And also a papaya will display a female characteristic if it is watered well and it is applied with too much calcium and phosphorus, because the water tea is made of potato, which is very high in potassium, and banana, which is also rich in calcium and magnesium. And the water is the ground is always wet with the rain because frequently it is raining this past few days. And here, take a look at the pepper. It is not also, the blossoms are dropping also because the ground is too wet, and also because it is not receiving enough sunshine. This match here, the papaya and the cayenne pepper, is supposed to be a very perfect match. You have to plant first the pepper, then in time that it will be blooming, papaya will be planted, and when the pepper will be fruiting, it will not be exposed too much of the sun because the papaya will canopy the pepper and it will be protected from too much heat, and so it can bear fruit. But I think both of them were grown at the same time, so that's why the cayenne was being catch up by the papaya. Let's take a short walk in the veggie house because I need something there to fix, and the plants there are not doing well because it's rainy time and the flies will be active. There are lots of flies roaming there and are eating and laying eggs on the leaves. And I'll have to cut it here and continue there. So this was the compost that I take out yesterday. Okay, today is Sunday, September 2. I think it's September 2 here in the Philippines, Cebu. I'm here in Cebu of Philippines. This Philippine time. I'm gonna check on the onion. It's springing out. I water it now by after every 2 days and with water tea so that it can have many foliage and it can grow another, what do we call that, another baby plant, baby onion. Because if you put too much, or if you water it too much, then it will just it will not grow another new plant, but will just stay as it is. Then the leaves will just keep on falling, the old leaves, and it will be slowing in growing the, how do you call this one, the top leaf. I'm not really, I didn't do a review on the internet on the terms and about the parts of the onions. And as of now, it is morning and I'm not really prepared yet. But let's just have a short walk to frolic here and see the happenings around the veggie house so far from the past few weeks. I was telling you that I will be having harvest with my green beans, but I did not because the fruits just drop or dry down because of really lacks foliage. It needs foliage so that it can be supplied with nutrients, because the leaves are the ones who are making their foods. And look on the tomato. It is also not doing well because I miss on some days watering it, and it's been raining frequently. Good thing that it's raining. It was able to recover, but this one here, the tops were very dry last week because I missed one day and one morning, and before that time the days were dry. There were no rain for about, I think, 1 week. It's thinning. I just watered it lately this morning. And today, time check is, I think, 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning, Sunday. Here in Cebu, Philippine time. It's the pepper sown in the ground. There is not so much happening on it. It's just remained as is. It didn't foliage very much because last week it's a dry days. And here, as you can see, we have a thin onion because it's not exposed too much of the sun. And here the okra, it's doing good. It's recovering very well. It's producing a lot of foliage and the flowers are big enough, and every day I can harvest at least a maximum of 4, but if I keep on harvesting, I can only harvest 1 because also the plant is coping with its with the soil media it has. It has only small soil media, so its capability of fruiting is just, I think, for a day it will be 1 ratio of 1 or 2. And the other okra, it's still recovering. It has not yet fruited because since it's the only one in the container, it is attacked by the by the leaf miners or any how's the opposite of prey predators. Yeah, it's being attacked, and since it's only one, it will be beaten a lot, unlike here that in the other container that they are many in one container, so they are not so beaten a lot. Only that one, they only okra because it is only one and is defenseless of all the predator that is coming on it. And look at this also, the tangad or the lemongrass. Since it is rainy times and I miss also watering. I'm so busy in our homemade business. I'm helping with my parents. I do such a lot of delivery, so I take it for granted here because anyways they survive by themselves and we can just follow up when they are about to give in. So here you can see there's a lot of larvae of leaf miners. Leaf miners are larvae of any kinds of insects that eat up the nutrients of the leaves. They source on the leaves as their food, and there are lots of larvae. And when they will be in the pupa stage, they will drop on the ground. So that's why I said in my other vlogs that we have to mulch properly the ground so that the pupas will be killed and you will not allow the pupas to develop into adults and will come back here and will lay eggs more than hundreds, because it is what is happening in my garden. The tomato is being also attacked. Most of its leaves are lost because of leaf miners. And also the malunggay is getting well. It's not a waste of water every day. Every day I water it morning and afternoon, but just with the same amount of the water tea. I don't use what is usually or the common practice of planters that they water it once a week or twice a week with half a pail. My way is with one, which is a little of like three spoons of my water tea, and with like about 6 spoons of water, or I just try to adjust. Water is a bit plenty than the water tea, but you don't have to like water it. Just like to be able to spread the water tea around, so you have to put more water, but not like really watering it, so it's not a waste of water. Every time the soil is moist, so it's really a bigger save of water. It's a great help for basta it's not, the practice here is not to waste water, to find ways that we will have to economize any source of supplies, or where we use what is commonly being practiced, that we will be able to economize. So you see, there are fruits. I'll measure it. It's big, right? It's my hands. It depends also. Maybe I have small hands. Okay. 2 okras. And there's also still underneath. The leaves are really becoming big leaves. Unlike the previous vlog, it is quite like this. Still small but very plenty. And now they have grown larger. And here's my problem, the ampalaya, where the cat always devastate the it is always a devastation here in this spot. The cat always messed in this place. They keep on sharpening their nails there on top, as the cat loves to climb and do their routine, like scratching their nails to sharpen. And I just use plastic straws, so I never expected that I will have pesky visitors, pesky cute visitors. And the ampalaya is very old already. As you see, it has very thick. It's like my thumb thick, the body. And there are roots coming out already. For some, they will kill the ampalaya if it's too old, because it will not be able to bear fruit that much. But since I am following it up with water tea, it's still bearing fruit, but only on times that it is resting for 1 week from being harvesting. And we're seeing here another new one. And I don't know if there's still some. I will be fixing this one. I will replace it with maybe like this, a wire or a nylon rope. So that's my problem. Big problem here if fixing this one. See, there's just a few on me holding, and it is also there's a thin left holding on the straws. The cats kept on coming back, and doing their stuffs there. There, the spinach This is the most productive in the veggie house because it is easy to grow and it responds well to the water tea. And even if you won't apply it with water tea, as long as you water it alternate every other day, it will have good foliage. Produce my foliage. And here the green beans. And so I was telling you lately that the fruits dried up because there is a little foliage. It is foliage so that it can be nourished, it can be fed. Just look here, the previous fruit, the biggest fruit, it's ripening. It hasn't ballooned. Just by this part. Maybe it has only one seed. I will just plant the seed afterwards. If the seed will be good enough for planting, and the flowers are. Anyways, as I've told you, I was following it up with blood meal. The ones in our kitchen when we wash on the fishes. When we wash on the fishes, then we collect on bloods along with the water. We can use that. It is very healthy, even though it is not pure blood. Even if it's just a few or a little of blood, as long as it will be mixed with water, it is not so strong, but it is strong enough to build your plant to give it or to make it produce a lot of foliage. As you see, it's beginning to have small leaves. See, that was not there before. All you can see before where the body of the vines like this only. So now it has leaves. And for the measurement of the meal blood, for one plant it will be 1 spoon for morning and afternoon, or you can have it by morning only. That only if that is very sufficient if you want your plant to grow leaves and to bear fruits. But if you want your plant to have more foliage rather than fruiting, then you can apply maybe 3 spoons of blood meal. Since my veggie house here is planted with organic style. Organic style. This is organic pot plants. Organic pot plants. I'm not really very common with the term. I'm not a very term person. I just enjoy what I'm doing. This is all I have planted, and plants are I have planted and plants are organic. So I don't practice on spraying on them, though there are organic spray. We can make a homemade organic spray like banana peel along with eggshell and ferment it overnight. Then by the next day it can be used to spray on the leaves, so the leaves will be shiny and thick, and it can breathe well with it can breathe well. The stomata will be opening because it has something to do with the stomata, and so the plants will be able to bear a lot of leaves, and it will be very resistive from leaf miners, from the insects that are attacking it. But I have also here the jicama. Wait, this one, the jicama. It's trailing. They are up there. There's a jicama. And it has already flowered. There's a lot of blossoms, flowers, and it's climbing onwards the lagundi. and it's also viney together with the ampalaya. Okay, I will be fixing the ampalaya. Hope I will have time today, or I can today because we will be going to church, so maybe tomorrow or the next days. Hopefully this will not, the ropes will not drop, or else everything on it will drop. It will not give in. Hope I can fix this right away. I can have somebody to help me, because I will be climbing on, reaching there. I need some tools to put together all the hangings. Okay, the jicama can be used for insecticides also. For spray, we can make homemade of this, but as what I have read, research, that it has a chemical in its leaves and flowers, which is root knot or root node. I think root node. I don't know, root node. I will cover it in my next vlog if I can have time to further go with it. But the thing is, that chemical will cause Parkinson on all the animals and mammals. So I will not experiment on it because I may get some side effects. I think I have read it. It is a homemade. It can be homemade. It will be dried, and I don't know what's the next steps. I'll try to go out to further research on it, because anyways, the blossoms and the leaves here and too much foliage is not necessary if you want your jicama to produce a lot of tubers. And the jicama here is making a lot of foliage. It's among the plants here, the jicama is very much doing a lot of foliage in the okra. So I think that ends my vlog here. It's supposed to be just a short vlog. Well, it is a short vlog. Just yesterday I did a vlog, so I will not stress out myself on making too long vlog, and I will still be busy there assisting my parents, and yet I am here. I'm delaying them. I'm supposed to be there to make the work faster. Okay, I have to go now. Hope you do subscribe, comment down, and like the video. And hope you will also see on the next vlogs. With that, have a nice day. And for those who have a time zone like the Philippines, which is Sunday, if you go and attend mass or have a quality affair with your family. Bye. See you soon at my next vlog.